Now at 6, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
And now at 6, 3 New London families will not sleep in their home tonight. A car crashed into the side of their building. Good evening and thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 6. I'm Brent Harden.
And I'm Bridget Piorlo. This all happened Tuesday night. Neighbors tell Fox 61 that the car drove through the grass and hit a pole before going headfirst into the bottom floor apartment's bathroom.
Now, fortunately, officials tell us no one was hurt as a result of the crash. Fox 61's Jamel Johnson has reaction from neighbors in that complex.
It was a crash that woke up many people in this New London neighborhood. Now people who live here like Lynn Brown are asking what happened.
The boom itself sounded like a large gunshot at first. You hear a lady scream in the parking lot. And maybe about 3 minutes later, you hear the first police car coming. And then when I looked up, there were trucks, fire trucks, and police cars everywhere.
Brown said she could not go outside on her own to see the aftermath because she's disabled. She said she was in shock when she saw her neighbor's pictures of the damage.
It was scary. It was quite scary. I was told by my neighbor across the hall, Carly, because I sent her to investigate, that the car went through, like, inside of the bathroom.
The crash happened just a few feet away from the side where Brown lives.
I'm disabled, I'm in a wheelchair. And last night I was by myself, so if it would have happened over here, how was I going to get downstairs?
Brown has lived here for several years with her son. She said she's never seen anything like this before.
Honestly, I'm from New York. I'm from New York, I'm used to it. I basically could stay here by myself, like I said, in the wheelchair, and I'm not afraid of anything. And yesterday, out of the entire time that we've lived here, was the first time that I was actually afraid.
In New London, Jamel Johnson, Fox 61.
And just within the last hour, we've learned the name of the woman police say fled the scene after crashing her car into that apartment building. Police tell us 35-year-old Megan Perry of Rhode Island was arrested shortly after the crash. They say she entered a stranger's home across the street, and that's where she was arrested. She was taken to a hospital. Perry faces several charges, including DUI, evading responsibility, and burglary in the first degree.
Let's shift gears to weather now. It's been brutal outside recently, and we won't see really any kind of a warm-up anytime soon.
It's going to continue to be brutal for a little bit longer is what it's going to do. Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank here now with the first check of the forecast. Rachel?
Yeah, a big storm is going to end up missing us, and the cold continues. It does look like temperatures will warm up as we head into this upcoming weekend, so we are excited just to climb above freezing. And there is a chance for a few flurries or a light scattered snow shower in the forecast as we head into later tomorrow or tomorrow night. But overall, we are not looking at much of an impact from that. Winds are gusting as high as about 15, 20 miles an hour. But overall, those winds have come down so much, which we are really, really excited about. Temperatures right now are in the 20s to right around 30. Yet we really need some melting out there to get rid of the ice that is just so prevalent in our yards, on our front steps. I feel so bad for our mail carriers across the state, making sure that they have a safe path to walk to drop off our packages. Low temperatures tonight will drop back into the single digits and teens. Right now, the wind chills in the single digits in Torrington, right around 20 in Meriden. And here's a look at wind chills as we head through the next 12 hours. The reason it looks so chaotic is because it has to do with the changes in the wind. Heading through the day tomorrow, we'll see increasing clouds, and we are timing out the chance for a few snowflakes, though a bigger storm ends up missing. Your full forecast coming up.
Okay, Rachel, sounds good. Thank you. And new tonight, firefighters just shared this video of a car on fire yesterday in Groton. Take a look at all those flames. Around 6 p.m., crews were called to North I-95, right by exit 87. Officials say all passengers got out of the car and everyone is okay tonight. The highway was shut down, but has since reopened. It's still unclear exactly what caused that fire. And the Plainville Police Department is investigating a car that crashed into a telephone pole late last night. Now take a look at the aftermath aftermath here. Crews were called to Millbrook Road at 11:45 p.m. Police say David Potvin swerved off a road and into a fire hydrant, bounced off a snowbank, and then into that telephone pole you see here. Officials say that Potvin was trapped inside and needed to use a tool just to get him out. He was later taken to the hospital, and we're looking into how he's doing tonight. It's still unclear what's caused him to swerve in the first place.
Well, a Hartford man and woman are behind bars tonight after a drug investigation. Connecticut State Police tell us cocaine was being shipped here from Puerto Rico and then sold throughout the state. A Hartford shipping facility told investigators it received a $600,000 package worth of cocaine pictured here. Police organized a sting operation at the home at the address on the label on the package. Last Friday on Valentine's Day, police arrested Carla Flores and Christian Burgos Rodriguez. When police searched the home, they found a 2-year-old. Flores and Burgos Rodriguez appeared in court yesterday and are being held on $1 million bond. And police have officially confirmed the names of the mother and young boy stabbed to death in West Haven last weekend. Police say the 19-year-old woman is Haley Miller and the 2-year-old boy was Tanaj Fletcher. Family had already shared those names with Fox 61. This was the first time police confirmed the identities. Tanaj is not Haley Miller's child. He is the son of the suspected murderer, Javon Fletcher. Fletcher was arraigned on murder charges yesterday. His bond is set at $3 million. And his next court date is set for March.
The Connecticut General Assembly will take up a vote next week on possibly adding $40 million to this year's special education budget. This would be in addition to the $181 million already appropriated for special ed this fiscal year in Connecticut. It would come out of the excess cost grant program and help local school districts offset the high costs for these programs and services. Supporters say the money would be distributed to cities and towns through a tiered system based on greatest need and help more students access education that's tailored to their learning style.
But Connecticut is standing strong with education and standing strong to make sure that we are supporting our schools and our boards of education, and we're supporting families that desperately need this funding. So this is really going to make a difference for school children. It's going to make a difference for how they react, and it's going to make a difference for really the future of these kids.
Today, we also heard from the chair of the West Hartford Board of Ed, who said her district continues to be challenged with rising expenses related to special education. And through this additional funding proposal, that district's special education budget could grow about 3%. We'll have much more on the story coming up tonight at 10.
Hartford Mayor Aruna Naralampulam and other community leaders announced recommendations made by the Hartford Blue Ribbon Commission on Education. The full report was presented at a meeting this morning. Its primary recommendations include revamping strategic vision, academics, and connectedness within the Hartford School District. That includes addressing a teacher shortage and compensation, creating more challenging student coursework, and also improving parent engagement.
And the solutions to those failures takes action from all of us on the same page, from the state level, from the city, from the board, from teachers, from parents, from community members, all of us sitting together and standing together as one.
Now, the report comes just one day after parents raised concerns about challenges within the district. Superintendent Leslie Torres Rodriguez will leave the district at the end of the school year. Parents said they want to be involved in the selection process for her replacement. You can read the full report on fox61.com.
Governor Ned Lamont urged the General Assembly today to approve a law that would protect veterans from scams. Now, when a veteran returns home, many will file disability claims to Veterans Affairs. Fake companies will convince vets that it can get their claims approved. And once the claim is approved, these, quote, claim sharks will charge them a fee for its services. And sometimes the scammer will take a large cut of their disability benefits. The law would protect veterans from something like this from happening and also provide a bit more transparency.
These for-profit scams come to exist when they're preying on a vulnerability. And the vulnerability is not our brave men and women who fought our country. That's not the vulnerability. The vulnerability is that they're focusing on a flaw. They see, I want to get this faster. I need the help.
If you are a veteran, know that applying for benefits through Veterans Affairs is free of charge, and talking to a legit Veteran Service officer is also free. There are real companies to help you navigate the process.
Well, February is National Cancer Prevention Month. Data from the National Cancer Institute shows there were more than 2 million new cases and 611,000 deaths last year. Fox 61 anchor Erica Arias talked to Hartford Healthcare's Cancer Institute Medical Director, Dr. Andrew Solner, about the things you can do to reduce your risk of cancer.
We hear so much about early detection and, more importantly, prevention that can make such a difference. What does that look like for the average person?
Well, we think that of the 2 million cases that will be diagnosed, cases that will be diagnosed in the United States this year, 24,000 here in Connecticut, that roughly 1/3 could be prevented if people could follow all of these prevention steps. So the top 10 prevention steps, if you will, first includes tobacco. Tobacco, the largest cause of preventable disease and death related to cancer. Stop tobacco use.
Along with kicking the habit, Dr. Solner says avoid secondhand smoke. Make sure you always wear sunblock outside. Inside, skip the tanning beds. Exercise regularly. When it comes to diet, shoot for 5 fruits or veggies a day. Minimize alcohol intake. Protect yourself against viral infections. If there's a vaccine, Dr. Solner says get it. And finally, minimize exposure to carcinogens and get those screenings: colonoscopy, mammogram, cervical cancer screenings, and if you're a smoker or have been a smoker in the last 10 years, get a lung cancer screening. Erica Arias, Fox 61 News.